Hello and welcome to the final video in the apply series of tutorials. Here we will discuss the tapply function. Tapply is slightly different than the other apply functions. It allows for functions to be performed to subsets of a vector. The general format of tapply is shown here. We have the word tapply, and then we input an object, usually a vector, to which we want to apply a function. The next argument is the index, and the index is typically a vector the same length as x that contains factors used to subset x. And next we indicate the name of a function that we want to apply to each of the subsets of x, and as always we can specify any arguments of the chosen function at the end. So let's say, for example, that we are doing a medical test where we have 30 patients. So here's a vector containing the numbers 1 to 30, representing the ID number of each patient. And let's say that we know the age of each patient. So here are 30 corresponding ages. And each of these patients has randomly been assigned to a treatment group, A, B, or C. So here's another vector containing 30 treatment assignments. And then if this was a real experiment, we would have lots more data about these patients and their responses to the treatment, but we don't need that sort of information for this example, so we'll just stop here for now. But if I were analyzing these data, I might be interested in comparing the ages of people in different treatment groups to make sure that we don't have huge age differences between treatments. So I might start by taking the means of the patient's ages. Now we can certainly use the command mean age, but this doesn't really give us what we want. This gives us the overall average age of all patients, so the average age of people who are getting either treatment A, B, or C. But we want to know the average age of people who are getting treatment A, the average age of people who are getting treatment B, and the average age of people who are getting treatment C. And the tapply can help us with that. All we have to do is write tapply age treatment mean. So this tapply function is saying that age is the vector to which we want to perform a function, the treatment vector holds the groups that will be used to subset the vector, and mean is the function that will be applied to each subset of the age vector. And you can see that we get this nice simple output with the mean age of people in each of the respective treatment groups. Now if you had the data stored in a different format, that's okay too. So for example, we might have stored the data in a data frame instead of 3 separate vectors. So basically here we just took the 3 vectors, patient ID, treatment, and age, and put them together in a data frame. And we can just view the first few rows to make sure it worked. And we can execute the exact same tapply command here by referring to the individual columns of the data frame. But recall that in order to refer to a specific column in a data frame that is not attached, we have to type the name of the data frame followed by a $sign and then the name of the column. So again, here we are saying that we want to apply a function to the age column of the med.df data frame. We want to subset this age column based on the corresponding factors in the treatment column. And the function that we want to apply is the mean function. And you can see that we get the same output. Now we can also have the data in the form of a list, and it will still work. So here's our list, and again we have taken the original patient ID, treatment, and age columns, we have given them names, and we have coerced them into a list. And now let's use tapply on the list, and there we go. So this concludes our series of videos on the apply family of functions, but before we end the video, I would just like to mention that the plier and dplyr packages in R also provide equivalent options to many members of the apply family. So if you're interested, you can look into some of these packages. Thanks for listening to this R Labs tutorial video. If you found this useful, you might be interested in our free online Moodle course, or check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel.